Hey everyone, welcome to the final episode of the full Volkswagen assembly process. This time we bring everything together to complete the car. The technicians connect the transmission harness and lock it to the side frame. Next, they organize the steering rack wiring, secure it to the body, and lock the plugs in place. The ground wire is mounted, clips snapped into the process holes, and the positive and alternator harnesses fixed to the fuse box. Then the ground nut is tightened with the electric tool. They prepare the battery tray, install the bracket, and carry it over to the vehicle. After tightening the 3 bolts and the side nut, the steering rack, ground wire, vent tube, and engine harness are attached. Following that, the control module and transmission controller are connected, with the plug locked onto the frame. The intake hose is installed with a spring clamp, making sure it seats correctly. Both oxygen sensors are connected, their wiring secured to the firewall, and the battery management harness is plugged in. After scanning the barcodes for the battery data, the battery is placed on the tray and secured with the bracket and pressure plate. Then the purge pump is installed on the side frame. The fuel lines and one-way valve hose attached, and the pump harness connected. Next, the washer reservoir is mounted, the plugs connected, and the wiring routed for upcoming steps. The transmission harness slides into its bracket and is connected. The positive cable cover is installed, the cable mounted on the battery and fuse box, and all nuts tightened with the power tool. When the front end arrives from the sub-assembly line, it is lifted into place. The configuration sheet scanned and mounted to the side frame. The crash sensor and fan harness are connected, 6 bolts pre-tightened, and the final torque applied with the Atlas tool. All torque data is uploaded to the company system. The exterior temperature sensor is mounted. The steering column joint connected. And the ABS harness plug locked into the floor. The headlamp brackets are installed, followed by the hood release cable and both headlamps, with screws pre-tightened for later aiming. Rear bumper brackets are installed, expansion nuts secured, and the alignment tool used to set the correct tailgate gap. The fuel door is assembled, the label added, the electronic lock mounted, the drain tube routed, and the full fuel door assembly installed. The washer reservoir is placed on the front end, the pressure vent mounted under the trunk, and the millimeter wave radar for higher trims installed and connected. The air conditioning lines are tightened and the additional coolant pump hose attached. The horn is mounted, the harness secured, and the hinge plate, bracket, and air guide panel installed. Foam is applied to the front crash beam. Since the tailgate handle is not ready, the tailgate is opened from the inside to prepare for bumper installation. The rear bumper is brought in, the hands-free trunk sensor connected, and the bumper snapped into place before moving to the left side. The carpet is installed, coolant hoses connected, and a rubber buffer fitted on the hood. The front bumper is mounted, the radar plug connected, and everything locked in with clips and one bolt. The radar and Volkswagen badge are installed on the grille. The grille snapped into position and secured with 4 screws. Wheel well insulation and front liners are added, with screws tightened inside and outside the fenders. The rear underbody shield is secured, the parking sensor connected, and nuts and screws tightened. The mudguard is added. The bumper fixed to the fender, and the rear wheel well liner installed, while the remaining screws in both front wells are completed. The engine underbody shield is mounted, bolts tightened, clips added, and the lower bumper secured. Remaining screws are tightened, ensuring the resin shield protects the engine and performs correctly in a collision. Finally, the last screws in the rear wheel wells are tightened. This concludes today's video. Follow to see the next steps in the Volkswagen Jetta assembly.